What's up? What's up? It's your girl Mickey Truth, aka Mickey Facts, and I'm back with another video. So, of course, y'all, the video does look a little different because I'm using StreamYard to do this content video because I want to show the documents that I have in its entirety. Now, before we get into that, you already know we got a couple housekeeping situations to talk about. First and foremost, all information in this video is for entertainment purposes only. All info discussed is used based on the Fair Use Act. Also, any conclusions that may be put together on your own time is definitely on you, not me. Okay? All right, let's get into it. Now, today I'm going to be talking about Trae Tha Truth and Zero. Now, I'm not really familiar with these two individuals. However, I have heard of Trae Tha Truth before. I want to say he's like an activist in some way. So definitely look him up. Despite what we're about to talk about in this video. Now, Zero is a rapper from Houston. Because I had to do a little Google because I had to get their actual names, right? So according to Google, Zero, aka Joseph Wayne McKee the fourth, right? Then we got Trae Tha Truth, which is another rapper from Houston. Oh, no, no, he said they say he's a rapper and record exec from Houston, Texas. Dang, he been out since 1998. I know that's right. Oh, it even said he's part or was part of Rap A Lot Records. See, I should have read that before. Now I wouldn't have sounded so surprised. But nevertheless, Trae Tha Truth, aka Fraser Othell Thomas the third. Now y'all know I slaughtered names, so if that's not how you pronounce it, I do apologize. However, we're gonna get into the story, right? So I didn't hear of the incident that happened between them until December. And y'all know why I heard of it in December? Because if you recall, when the press conference happened for the arrest of Patrick Xavier Clark, everybody was shocked and like, "Oh, let's scramble. Let's see who is this guy." So in the process of that, I came across a video. Matter of fact, shout out to Tony Snow because he put me on to the interview that was done over on High Thoughts TV. Shout out to High Thoughts TV. They did an interview with Patrick Xavier Clark, and to my knowledge, I believe that's the only like actual interview of him. Nevertheless, in that interview, he does talk about the Trae Tha Truth and Zero situation. It was mentioned then that a fight did occur between the two, and it was video. Now, nevertheless, I'm not gonna sit here and say I ran to look at the video. I did not. I just remember now that all of this is coming tenfold, remembering hearing about the situation originally from that interview with Patrick Xavier Clark. Now, looking back, the incident happened on August 27th, 2022, where Trae Tha Truth and Zero got into a physical altercation, according to, you know, sources online. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to get into it because the topic of discussion now is, did Zero really snitch? And for some reason, I'm just becoming a go-to person to verify people and paperwork when it comes to snitching. Nevertheless, hey, it's a trending topic. You already know over here on the Truth Team platform, we do trends and we do our own research for cases we're working on. So, in this particular point, it is just a trend. I wanted to look into it because y'all already know that rat cap or that snitch cape is definitely not to be just put out there lightly on people, in my opinion. To each his own if you care if someone is labeled it or not. For entertainment purposes only, like I always say. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Now, I won't be showing the videos because, for one, y'all already know I always have an issue when it comes to sharing my screen. I mean, playing videos. And I don't know if showing the actual incident, because the incident itself is on line. Like I saw it on TMZ. So y'all go check out TMZ. It's probably on YouTube. I'm pretty sure people done took it and posted it. It's just I don't promote violence and I'm not gonna show the video. And I feel like I will be indirectly promoting violence. So bam, that's where I'm at with it. All right. Now I did take some information from Fox 26 Houston, okay? And it was published on August 31st, 2022. It was written by Ronnie Marley. And yeah, so shout out to them because I'm about to use some of your written wording, okay? Now it starts off here because I just want to do key points because we have documents to go over. So, I'm a documents person. I'm not gonna really dwell on the media twist to it. I'm just gonna read it straight from the source and leave it at that. Now, in this first part, the rapper that they're referring to is Zero, right? So it says the rapper says this was after he was lured away from a restaurant and attacked by several people Saturday evening. While we do see rapper Trae Tha Truth in the video, he's wearing an orange shirt. He is not laying hands on Zero. The rapper told us his side of the story in a one-on-one with Fox 26 Isaiah Carey. Now, that's Zero they're referring to. Zero actually did an interview with Fox 26. Now, I'm going to say this, okay? And this is definitely just my opinion. As a rapper, definitely you got to do interviews. You're a rapper. However, to sit there and do a sit down about being involved in an altercation is weird to me. Okay. And I'm gonna say this, like I said, I don't know enough about Zero or Trae Tha Truth to say if they're active in the streets, if they're part of the streets or what. I don't know. I just see it as weird altogether, whether you're in the streets or not. Why are you doing an interview with the news in regards to a situation of you being assaulted or jumped or beat up, however wording? Like that's weird to me. You're like per documents and per Google, you're like 40 something, right? Like, come on. Why is your old ass sitting there doing interviews about being laid hands on? You know what I'm saying? Like that's to me that would have been a red flag. Okay. So if I knew this person and I saw this interview, I said, oh yeah, he's definitely gonna talk. It's no way about it because he's sitting here talking to the news. Like it's not like a Breakfast Club interview or a pull up on the Skull show, or sitting on Clubhouse. You're with the news, okay? Doing an interview about being lured. You hear that? Lured away from a restaurant to be attacked. Those snitch words to me already. And that's just in August. All right. That's all I had. A little side note from Mickey Truth, my personal opinion on it. So now it does say here that meanwhile, Trae Tha Truth declined to comment on camera. He did, however, address the situation in a video on social media. I was not able to find the video. So again, this is alleged at this point. This is from Fox 26 Houston, not from me. However, I mean, it is what it is. This is what it says. Yo, check this out. I like the yo thing. I didn't start answering my phone. Yo. All right. I'm focused. Yo, check this out. I'm going to address this one time only, man. I feel like I'm at a point in my life I'm not fixing to sit here and let stuff just laying around. But I do feel I owe it to people to know, especially people who really rock with me, man. No. Oh, Lord. The situation they're trying to paint, the narrative they're trying to paint, that is false. There was no reason. Oh, there was no 7-on-1 situation. It wasn't no blindside ambush. That's not what this is. This is family business, internal stuff that's been going on for 10 to 15 years. It's probably been building up and just spilled over into S. The crazy thing, I'm watching all these blogs and everybody say some of the stuff they say. Well, they don't know. Me and this man had a conversation for nearly 2 hours the day after. It was a private conversation that was needed to be had. But it's just so crazy to watch so many people trying to put their 2 cents in and think they know what they're talking about and say this, say that. Look, I'm not only here to be trying to defend nothing. What I will tell you is those who know my character always been stand up. I don't do no S man. Probably got one of the biggest hearts ever. But they also know I stand up for what I stand up on. If in any way I feel disrespected, I'm going to stand up. I'm a man, I'm human. Sometimes we do things out of emotions that may mess us up. Sometimes we do things that we feel rightfully right. What I can say is the situation, and this is internal stuff, man. It's crazy because we've been fighting for our whole life. Our family, they always fight. So it's just different now because it's always cameras and it's always social media. And people with an opinion, it ain't no hate for that, man. You gotta understand, I'm not gonna let anyone hurt or harm him. It's simple as can be. As far as the blogs and as far as everyone else on site that I'm seeing this, you got to keep the same energy. And for those that's really rocking with me, if I'm going to let y'all down, that's on me. I'm going to stand on that. I accept my accountability. But other than that, man, it just is what it is. I'm not going to let people F you to the fire, keening up with gas. Okay, so let me, again, this is Mr. Truth talking. All right, let's start off with, I definitely see he's from Houston. Okay, it's the Riddles. Boy, y'all Houston people, I love y'all, man. Y'all know I rocks with Houston. Some of my truth team members is from Houston. Um, it be the riddles. It be like y'all be there and then y'all go and then you be like, okay, hold on, what you trying to say there? Bam. So, but nevertheless, I kind of get what he's saying. That it was an internal matter. This is my issue, right? This is my side note to this. If it's internal business, family business, hell, rapid lock business, whatever, why not handle it at the spot? Okay, that's my thing. If y'all family or y'all got that tie, this shouldn't have been handled in front of a restaurant, though. In my opinion, I could be wrong. Hell, I ain't in no streets. I tell y'all, I ain't out here. I ain't got no family internal business that I'm handling. As far as now, prime example, when we do have issues, even with the Mickey Truth team, we handle that on our platform. Meaning like, on YouTube. We'll talk about it. We'll pull up, whatever. So that's my thing. If it's really that internal, why was it done in front of a restaurant? When you already know it's gonna be cameras, it's gonna be media. Like I said, I don't know per se about Zero in regards to like who he is as a rapper. Um, but I have heard of Trae Tha Truth. So obviously y'all got some type of celebrity status. You got to move accordingly. If you got to handle family business, you can't handle family business in the front of a restaurant. I'm just sorry. And if you decide that it's that deep to handle it in front of a restaurant, then you already know it's going to pick up on it. This is my thing with those that are in an entertainment spotlight. You signed up for this. Mind you, this exposure, whether it's good or bad, wanted or not wanted, this gets you what you need to do what you're doing as your career. You get what I'm saying? People don't always. I'm not even a celebrity. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna. I'm a little buzzing on the YouTube circuit. However, I'm still not a celebrity. However, people still speak on stuff I say. I can't be mad at that. I'm putting what I'm saying out here for the masses. Okay, and whether you agree with me or not agree with me, you're spreading word about who I am, which builds my platform. So it's kind of something you sign up for indirectly. You get what I'm saying? Um, Also, I do like the fact that, he just letting be known it was something that needed to be taken care of. Now, another thing that's got me like, oh, okay. He said he spoke to, so Trae Tha Truth stated in what I just read, he spoke to Zero a couple days after the incident. So now, if you're not aware, Trae Tha Truth was arrested a couple days ago, December, I want to say December 27th. And we're about to get into the documents. And that's kind of weird to me because if you already spoke to this man, why are we even here talking about, like he said, adding fuel to the fire? Because now it's not the blogs blowing it up. It's not the internet blowing up. Your family that you reference as family, internal business, he blew it up. Not only did he do the interview August 31st, mind you, the incident happened August 27th. He meaning zero, then did an interview with the news August 31st. So either he spoke with Trae Tha Truth based on what Trae Tha Truth saying before he did this interview, or like right at the time. So my thing is, your family put that fire on that fuel on that fire. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like something had to be not on the same page with them two, because it's not the internet taking it. Zero did an interview and sparked it, okay? And according to these documents, he did way more than just an interview. Let's get into it. Now, bam. Who we're looking at first is, this is a printout that I just did today from public records from Harris County District Clerk for Frazier Othel Thompson, which I already stated in the beginning of the video is allegedly Trae Tha Truth. This says here basically, oh shoot, it's blurring. I don't know why my computer blurs up like that. Like, what? But yeah, this is basically just his docket summary. He only had to pay $100 to get out, according to this. Now, if it's not, if I'm not reading it right, y'all let me know. But according to what I'm taking from it, he had $100 bond, which he definitely posted. He is charged with assault, bodily injury, and see what else. So it looks like this warrant was filed on the 27th. So it was filed on the 27th, and was he arrested then too? I can't read off, like I can't understand off that, so I'm not sure. Nevertheless, let's get into the gist of what's going on. Now, if y'all don't know by now what this is we're looking at, this is basically the complaint of what's going on, why they're charging him. Now, this is not just my computer. It's just the wording. I don't know if they use like caps lock, like bold or something, but the wording is very like kind of it's kind of off. But nevertheless, let me see if I can blow it up a little bit and we gonna hit it. Now, I ain't gonna say everything, but y'all follow along with me. I got it on the screen and I'm gonna kind of talk into what we need to. Okay, let me let it clear up. But y'all see, it's like, it's kind of like off. Like, that's exactly how it looks. It's just like that. But it's readable, okay? All right, I'm trying to let it catch up so it can unblur so y'all can read it. Wow. Okay, there we go. Think I had it too big. Did it catch up? Yep, it caught up. All right, here we go. So it basically says here, this is the probable cause that they have. So this is why Harris County, well, Houston Police Department went to pick up Trae Tha Truth. Okay. I'm gonna start down here by stating boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna start. Where I'm gonna start at? Okay, here we go. It say on August 27, 2022, at 2001 Jefferson Street, Houston, Harris County, Texas. At about 11 p.m., I did not make the original scene. HPD Officer P. Hawkins, who was working an extra job in the area, made the original report after observing the complainant, later identified as Joseph McVeigh, a person I find to be credible and reliable. That's when you know some shit about to go on when they say that. But anyway, the complainant was also known by his rap alias Zero. was involved in an altercation with a group of males outside a Kim Son restaurant located at 2001 Jefferson Street. At the time of the report, the defendants were not identified and only a police report was made as all the parties involved left the scene. Okay. Now, that was August 27th. Uh Investigator was assigned to the case on September 3rd and made contact with the complainant, Zero, about conducting an investigation on his case involving him getting assaulted back on August 27th, 2022. The police, and again, I'm not reading verbatim, I'm summing it up, it's on screen. The police found a video that had been posted September 2nd, 2022 online through TMZ on YouTube that showed the assault by the complainant by the defendants. Now let me stop right there. Side note, that right there shows you the police do be online, okay? They don't technically have to have somebody tell them where to look. They're looking, okay? Just putting out there. And remember, when you have celebrity status, y'all want to trend, well, you're trending because they can find stuff. All right, continue. Now, it said upon watching the posted video, the police observed multiple black males striking and kicking at the complainant while he is on the ground, covering his face to protect himself. Side note, you see how that's worded? You knew you done fucked up. To protect himself. All right, let's continue. The video shows a male defendant in an orange shirt, later identified as Fraser O. Thomas, known by his rap alias Trae Tha Truth, punching the complainant about his head while he is standing over the top of him, while other defendants were also punching the complainant. Now, side note there. If y'all recall, remember that article that had the same interview that Zero did? It said what Trae Tha Truth had on. All right. So that just confirmed same person, same situation. Ain't no way around saying, oh, that's not the same situation. Well, it is. Next, it says the video also shows a male wearing a white t-shirt and brown shorts, later identified as co-defendant Dwayne Lee Buggs, about to kick the complainant while he's down, reach down and pick up a piece of jewelry. Gold and diamond bracelet. Oh shit. I'm sensing some theft charges coming. Let me see. That had slipped off the complainant's wrist as he was being assaulted by the defendants. Also in the video, there's a male wearing a white t-shirt and black jeans, later identified as co-defendant Jonathan M. Steen, kicking and punching the complainant about his body while he is down on the ground with his hands over his head and face area. All right, y'all. So right then and there, if y'all didn't know, this is 3 people now that's being charged with this assault on Zero. Trae Tha Truth, aka Fraser Thompson. The co-defendants are Dwayne Lee Buggs and Jonathan M. Stern. Okay, so this is the part which will just make it clear. Like, it's nothing that's not going to clear this up unless Zero comes out and say they're lying and this is proof. That's not what I said. Until then, this is about to answer the question at hand. Last paragraph on this page, it says complainant. Well, it says officiant met with the complainant on September 20th, 2022, where he provided a statement about the assault and the theft of his jewelry, confirming the video posted online was the assault of him on him by the defendants that he later identified. We just talked about this with the whole Kenneth Copeland situation with the YSL thing. He identified them. Okay, back to the paperwork. The complainant stated he arrived at the restaurant Kim Son after 10 p.m. back on August 27th, 2022. Went. What is this word? I can't even see. What did he went to do? I don't know what. It's kind of blurry. I can't. Okay, let me just. He went to meet with the artist on his label. Okay, so basically he's saying it's a business meeting. Bam. Then he says that he later walked out of the building, observed a group of guys outside, noticed Trae Tha Truth, identified as defendant Thompson within the group. Clayton stated he began taking photos with some fans, and he was approached by Trae, who advised him once he got done taking photos to meet with him. Then he stated that he went to meet with Trae, who was standing next to a Sprinter van outside in the parking lot. The complainant stated upon meeting with Trae that he was punch. I said punched by Trae. Complainant stated at that point several more jumped in and he was thrown to the ground by someone. Complainant stated as he was on the ground that his jewelry came off and they took his jewelry. Complainant stated his sunglasses, watch, bracelet were taken. Complacent stated he was later able to get up and notice uniformed officers keeping him separated from the defendants who assaulted him. Complacent stated that Trae punched him and he suffered an injury to his. It's not funny. Oh my god. Suffered an injury to his eye. Complacent stated he felt pain from the assault as he was punched and kicked by the defendants and showed a picture he had taken the next day that showed he had bruised left eye he sustained from the assault incident. Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't be understanding why some of this be a debate. I don't be understanding why some of this be a debate. It's black and white. It closes out by saying complainant stated he has known the defendant since 1996 and can identify him by name, sight, and sound. Okay, meaning by any means he know who he is. Okay, here goes the part. They presented the defendant's Texas driver's license photo to the complainant. The complainant positively identified Frazier Thompson as Trae Tha Truth, the individual that physically assaulted him during the incident and caused bodily injury. Yeah, it's no debate. I'm sorry. I'm saying my opinion for this circumstance of me doing this on YouTube, but come on, man. It's right there. It's right there. And I feel like making these situations debatable is why so many people are okay with snitching. And why so many people think you can rap about shit and get out on crimes and just say somebody else did it, right? Or point at somebody else. Nah, pick up your mind. Are you in the streets or you're not in the streets? And again, in this situation, I don't really know info about neither one of these two to say if they are outside or not. But nevertheless, come on. Matter of fact, I need to go listen to a Zero song. Because if he ain't talking about anything outside of pointing out people in lineups, he don't even make music about nothing streetish. Just my opinion. You know? Let's keep moving. Alright, so next we have the defendant, Dwayne Bugs. I don't believe he has been arrested yet. So yeah. But he's facing charges of robbery with bodily injury. Yeah. Okay. So some of this is the same information in his documents, but it's something a little different and at the end, and that's where I'm gonna start. Let me see. Let me see where it starts at. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here we go. Let's start right here. So this is where shit about to get real. All right, so I'm at the middle paragraph on the screen that you can see, right? It says complainant stated, okay, we already read that part. All right, here we go. Complainant stated Jonathan Steen was the individual who continued to assault him while he was on the ground and has known him since the mid 90s. Complainant stated he met Steen while he hung out at Trae's house during the 90s. Complainant stated his bracelet was valued at 19K and that it fell off when he was first attacked and his watch later fell off while he was being assaulted by Steen. Complainant stated his watch was valued at 15K. Complainant stated it was Trae's entourage that took his jewelry and that he wanted to pursue charges against the defendants involved with the incident. The complainant stated that the co-defendant Steen assaulted him by punching him along his body area with closed fists, causing pain, and that defendant Bugs, during the assault, took his bracelet, as both incidents were observed on the video. The complainant stated that his jewelry consisting of the watch and bracelet was later returned to him around 3 days later by an acquaintance who the complainant knew as Mike D, who was not a witness to the incident, who had been given the items by the co-defendant Thompson. It then goes to say, let me move it up so y'all can see it. It then goes to say that the complainant advised the police that he did not know the defendant personally and only was able to provide his Instagram account name as dbugs5. And they was able to gather his real identity by his phone number from his email account linked to Instagram. And then it goes to say, bam. Okay, hold on. Okay, they created a photo array consisting of 5 other males with similar faces. They presented the photo array to the complainant on November 8th, 2022, and the complainant positively identified the defendant as a person responsible for engaging in the assault on him with other defendants and the people who took his bracelet after it had fallen off his wrist, as observed in the posted video. It then says here, based on gathered information, they believe the defendant Dwayne Lee Buggs, while in the course of committing theft of property owned by Joseph McVeigh, and with the attempt to obtain and maintain control of the property, intentionally, knowingly, and recklessly caused injury to Joseph McVeigh by physical assault. I mean, we're gonna continue. I mean, I ain't got no side note at that point. I'm not even there. And I feel like I'm there because it's so freaking detailed. Like, how else can that be detailed? Like, detailed because someone tells. No, that's not going to. It's technically told. Anyway, I'm going to stay focused. All right, let's continue. So, basically, when Bugs does come before the court, these are the recommended bond conditions. Basically, as y'all see, we have Joseph McVeigh, which is 0. Makes sense. Definitely don't talk to him or do anything because he's definitely going to tell on you. So you better not talk to him or have nobody referring on messages because he's going to tell on you. And then his co-defendants, Fraser O. Thomas and Jonathan Steen. So, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all now, like, hey, to each his own. If you feel like whatever you feel about the situation, but one thing for certain that I got from this, with not having no dog in the fight, you better not go messing with 0, because he gonna definitely tell on you, okay? And he gonna detail it to the T. So I don't want no smoke. I'm just reading the documents. I don't know, man. Don't come for me, because I ain't, won't have me on paperwork. Hell nah. But we gonna continue on, man. This shit is crazy. All right, next person, we got one more defendant, and then, look, we just gonna leave that there. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Definitely tell me what y'all feeling, cause I don't understand what the debate is myself, but hey, maybe I'm missing something. So we're gonna skip past that, cause like I said, I don't believe he's been arrested yet, from what I was able to find. So next person is Jonathan M. Steen, and this is just again his complaint as to being the person a part of the assault. Let me see if he say anything different. And I'm scrolling fast because I'm trying not to put their addresses in there. Because y'all already know how Texas is. They put all y'all stuff in there. Let me see if there's anything different on his that we need to go over. So the only addition to his is that he says he does know. So out of the three defendants, he knew Trae Tha Truth, and he who is defendant Thompson, he knew defendant Steen since the 90s. Defendant Bugs is the one that he did not know. Um yeah. And again, he was able to point out defendant Steen photo. So with that being said, as far as if he snitched, meaning uh zero, he did. He told. He lit that bitch up and he told, okay? He pointed out every soul that was involved in this crime. Now, again, it is a crime. I mean, you don't supposed to be jumping on people. I mean, I'm just saying, that's not what's supposed to happen. But I got a couple questions before I end this. Okay. But one, was Zero by himself? Because this is what this is what I'm wondering. Because I ain't gonna lie, when you mention the word fans or you mention this and that, I think of celebrity status. Where were your security? Is you on that level where you have security? Did you have young homeboys with you? Like, what's what, right? Secondly, if he was by himself, what made them jump him? You know, like I know, like when we was younger, I know I was raised if one of y'all fight, all of y'all fight. I get that, but we grown as fuck now, right? Why did everybody jump? What happened? What transpired that made it go from Trey allegedly, according to the documents, punching him? Matter of fact, why did he punch him? You know what I'm saying? Like, what made it pop off like that, right? Then another question is, why if so based on the timeline we went over, whatever conversation Trae Tha Truth and Zero had meant nothing to Zero because he was already in process of talking to the police and talking to the news. So he already knew he was about to wrap that shit up in a bow. But I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't understand how it goes from Trae Tha Truth saying it's an eternal family type situation to it going all the way to y'all about to have charges. Now, Zero got charges of his own too. I saw some fresh charges from December. A weapons charge at that. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But why did it get here? You know, because when I think of homeboys, right? And I saw the video, and again, everybody go watch the video. I saw the video. I didn't see it to be like to the point like he literally bounced up and looked like possibly he would have fought back if the security wasn't in the way. That day and credit type shit. But anyway, um, so you wasn't like beat to a pulp. You get what I'm saying? So if that's family, if y'all got family like vibes with each other, obviously y'all should hang together in the 90s. Why did it get to a point where you said you wanted to press charges? Because listen, y'all, and I know, like I said, I don't live in Texas. So anybody in Texas, if this don't ain't the right way how I go there, you let me know, right? I know in South Carolina, if you are a victim of any type of assault, they ask you when they come out. Now, unless you bleed into a pole in the ambulance and something like that, then yeah, I know the state will pick it up. However, they ask you, do you want to press charges? And even in domestic violence situation, they ask you that too. You gonna say yes, you gonna say no, right? You can say no. They say, okay, they'll try to de-escalate the situation, whatever. Now, they always follow up with you, right? So at that time, they ask you, like, hey, how you doing? You good? Anything else you want to do? And how do I know this? Know this because I personally been through it, right? At that point, you say, yeah, I'm fine. Everything cool. Boom, boom, bam. They give you some victim services stuff, like if you need to do that, whatever. In this case, it kind of seems like that's the same way in Texas because it started off by saying a police report was filed the night that it happened. Everybody left. it was assigned to an investigator. The investigator then reached out, and at that point, the complainant, which is Zero in this case, decided he wanted to press charges. So, what transpired if Trae Tha Truth said y'all had this family internal situation, y'all fought it out, okay? You're not beat to a pulp, okay? So the state did not pick it up. In my opinion, I don't believe this is a state case. This is zero pointing out he wants to press charges for whatever reason. His eye hurt, he in pain, whatever, okay? My thing is, why? Right? If you talk to Trae Tha Truth, so obviously you're not scared because you talk to him. And this is only according to what Trae Tha Truth is saying, right? Why are you taking family business to the point of arrest being made? You know? Like me and my I don't have a lot of siblings or a lot of like I got a lot of cousins. Let me rephrase. I do got a lot of cousins. Um we argue, hell, when we was younger, we fought too. It never got to the point where I would have felt to have to call the police or um tell on them. You get what I'm saying? Like I never been in a situation with family or even friends that I consider family to be like, oh yeah, you know what? Fuck that. I'm about to file charges on you. Nah, because for one, it's normally some type of petty disagreement that's going on. We gonna get over it. Now, so I don't know, y'all. Break it down for me. If you know, why did family business turn into rat business? Basically, that's my question. How did it get there? Because obviously it don't look like that family ties on bond that Trae Tha Truth is feeling was the same on Zero end, unless Zero is just that type of dude where he just likes that type of shit to be involved with the police when it comes to shit. Now, if that's the case, then there ain't no question. That's just the type of nigga he is, right? So, nevertheless, y'all, that's what I got. Y'all let me know in the comments. It's just all snitching is at an all-time high. It's kind of like, why are we even asking questions if somebody snitch when it's in black and white? But it's your girl, Mickey Truth. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, Mickey is on the case. Y'all just let me know what y'all want me to look into, and I got y'all, okay? So until next time, be safe, stay true, and holler at your girl.